that guy's deck.
What do you think about decks, Oliver? What do you think about deck size? 75 card, 60 card? What are we talking? 40? You look like a 40.
I don't know. I remember when I used to play Magic, I liked a lot of cards in my deck. I know that's not like right.
The more the better, baby.
Is that right? That's not right.
That's very wrong.
Yeah.
Unless it's 250, then that's the right number.
There you go.
Why is that the right number?
There's a card from way back in the day. If you have this enchantment in play and your deck has more than 250 cards in it, you just win the game.
No, it's over 200.
Over 200.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you need the extra buffer zone
exactly.
so that you don't drop below
that's
it,
fair,
right?
That's fair.
But you have to from that deck you have to draw it
Draw
and
it
play
and
it.
play it. Yeah,
And you can only have a
somehow.
copy of 4, so the bigger that deck gets, the less chance of being able to draw your win.
Is that a rare card?
Yep.
Is it around nowadays?
No.
Took it out.
Yeah.
What was that card called?
Battle of Wits.
I was going to say it. It would have been my chance to shine.
It would
Prove
prove your magic lore.
Prove I still know a little
shit.
something. I'm just doing a tweet or two.
So I was asking the guys at last D&D about dice. And I really like those dice Craig had. The metal ones.
Oh, expensive.
He has metal dice
They're not that expensive. They're only like $20.
for 12 dice.
Is it
Like a-
do you
like a
need,
set of
do you need
dice?
a set of 12?
You want a set?
Yeah, you want like a few. You want like 4 6-siders, 2 10-siders. Like
Oh,
there's a
it's
set.
a set of 7.
Yeah. That'll come with
okay.
2 10s, but you need to buy more D6s. But yeah, just get not metal ones.
And that was how much? $20.
Yeah.
That seems wrong.
Yeah, well, like this whole
Amazon.
This whole bag of 144 dice is
I know.
like $8.
I know, but I really like those metal ones that he had.
They're like made of metal?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. I didn't. He must not have brought them week 1 because I don't.
Yeah, he did.
remember.
That's where I saw him. And I'm like,
these-
those are fucking
These are
awesome.
them right here. Oh shit.
Mine, but...
Oh, you have metal dice too? What the fuck? And,
These
like,
are
a
fucking cool too.
fancy case.
I like that case.
Can I see what these are? Cool.
Yeah, they're so these. Well, how much did you get these for?
Brandon got them for me in last time we went to Seattle.
Yeah, that's
I
where
kept
Craig got
driving
his
him
too.
back and forth.
That's cool.
But 100 plus.
$100. I mean, the
maybe?
quality
80?
for these cheap ones on Amazon are probably a lot
Are these
less, but
brass?
these are fucking cool.
Man, I wouldn't want to like use these on a nice
just
table.
dent a table,
Yeah,
yeah.
these things. You could,
What is it made out of?
No idea.
What?
Brandon
metal.
bought them for me. I got a
Metal.
case and some dice in it.
Can I roll it?
Go for it. Oh, yeah.
wow. Can I also?
20! Rolling 20s, bitches!
Can I also try rolling that giant?
I really like that case.
Oh wow, this thing is heavy.
Ooh, natural one. Good start of the,
The
day.
range,
Yeah.
baby!
That's cool. Those are super cool.
Yeah.
I
So,
went
yeah, here, 16
quantity over quality.
Okay, 667.
All right.
So these are the kind. Well, I mean, Craig's aren't as ornate as these. They're just more like this.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah. It's these people, the Wormwood guys.
Oh,
Hey,
yes.
Matthew,
Yeah, I've
we
seen those.
live,
Fancy
baby.
shit. And yeah, they make all these cases too.
I really like that case.
We're just fawning over Bryce's very fancy D&D dice.
yeah.
The D&D the DM in my Tuesday group, he bought a dice roller. It's like made of bamboo, so when you drop dice in it, it makes like the little rain chime sound, ding, 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 and it has a nice little platform.
Oh,
Doesn't harm the table.
It's like a slide that the dice
yeah,
bounces
just back,
down.
back and forth.
That's cool.
Oh, I don't know.
That's a little
I
extra.
Think, I
These
think
are
I
fucking
like
cool.
Actually
that's-
rolling them.
Yeah, I think I like having them in the
But
hand.
the sound is just so relaxing.
Yeah.
What's up with these ones?
Those
I
are
mean-
gemstone dice.
Oh,
We can't hear them over our soundtrack anyways. And
That's
like
true.
We have our 10 Foley artists
That's
making
neat.
background noise in the back. And
Yeah, man, you can get like fucking anything.
you guys want to start the show? I got some D&D stuff I want to talk about on this
Yeah,
show.
talk about
some
D&D.
dice.
Yeah, okay, let's do
I'm
it.
having a great time with D&D.
Hey, it's March the 12th, 2018.
1350.
That's super
That's
cheap.
okay.
That
Just
was-
talk over the. It's okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's what you have to. You know what? You have to do it now. You have to do it now. It's
Hello!
March the 12th,
March 12th, what's the episode number?
216, 2 sweet 16.
Okay.
Welcome, everybody, to the show. It is episode 216. It is March the 12th, and it is the Talking Reckless Podcast. For some reason, I had mana in my head.
The talking
save.
reckless mana.
Something like that. That's what I was going to say. I am just your intro host, Oliver Aguilar.
Intro host with the most.
That's right. That's the host
With the mostest.
pointing at you.
That plays well on an. It's Matt Eads.
There you go. And our co-hosts.
Bryce.
And
Kevin.
Yeah.
there you
It's
go.
a rough start to the day.
That's okay.
I mean, listen, it just turned 11 o'clock here in real time. We're all drinking already. We got a full day of D&D and podcasting ahead of us. I would say this is the best start to a Saturday. Mm-hmm. I'm actually really looking forward to it.
Ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
baby.
I started with a natural 20.
Yeah, that was good.
That's cool.
Before we get into video games, you guys want to talk a little bit about some pen and paper? Some board? D&D could be a board game. You could call that a board game.
Board game, I guess.
Yeah, anything you don't play on a screen, I guess.
Yeah.
We're playing D&D today, real
Immediately
time.
after.
Yeah, and we're all kind of finding our feet. We had a ton of emails, like a shocking amount. People still use the email, but only to ask us when we're going to record D&D.
It's not the fax machine.
Is that what they want?
Yeah, not for a while, not for a good long while, because if we're going to do it, we're going to do it well, and it's going to take some time to
Yeah,
figure it out.
set it all up.
Yeah, and just to get the practice in, like playing and being comfortable and being our characters, you know.
And we're going to need more tables.
Yeah. Full cast today, hey?
Yeah.
How many is that?
It's going to be fucked, man.
Yeah.
It's going to
many?
be super fucked. There's going to be me plus 8.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't,
We'll see.
maybe awesome's not the word I'd use,
It'll be
but
fine.
it'll
Does
be,
it,
it'll
does
be
it go
busy.
over okay with that many people? Because how many people? We had 4 plus you last week.
The most we've had before
5.
is 6 plus me.
With the first week we
The
had
first
6.
week we had 6,
Yeah.
and then last week we had 5 players, that is.
Yeah. That,
And so this week
I don't know.
we're going to have 8.
as we're playing, I'm always like watching you do your thing as the dungeon master. And
I'm watching you guys do your thing
I
too.
know. But it's crazy. Like the amount of like effort
Yeah.
that goes into it. Like holy shit.
Let me pull back the veil here for a second.
Yeah.
I did the most preparation for this week, and even that was probably like an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even as you're like as the DM, you use a lot of tricks to make it seem like you're very, very well prepared, but really,
I don't.
it's
Sure.
okay. It's a magic act.
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
big magic act of like
And
we were always going to that same door. It didn't
I am-
matter if we turned left or right.
absolutely
That's not
enchanted by it, and I don't
not
want to
true
hear.
at all.
I don't want to
Good.
hear the
Yeah,
veil or what's. I don't want to see what's behind the veil.
Okay.
No, like actual preparing for the adventure is like an hour, maybe 2 hours a week. But I think about it when I'm like lying in bed, getting ready for bed.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, okay, well, let's try to think of an interesting reason why they're doing this thing. And when I'm at work and it's slow, I'll be like, wonder how I can get them to go to this dungeon. And stuff like that.
Fucking rappel down the cliffside and then climb back up.
That was your decision.
Yeah, I know. We were dumb on that one.
How do people feel like about their characters? I wasn't here last week, but is anyone doing any voices? Is anyone
No.
anyone bring a hat? Did anyone bring like a prop?
Not last
Nothing.
week.
Not yet.
I brought a Lego figurine.
Oh hey,
For
there
a
you go.
mini.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Starting up.
Colin was kind of doing a voice.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Colin.
He had a voice.
Disgruntled caca.
It's like being the first guy with his shirt off. You know, no one wants to be the first guy with his shirt off. I think eventually dominoes will fall. And I don't know. Like I've played D&D so much over the years, and it's always been a little bit different. And this one is different again in a lot of different ways. How like Bryce, you've played most of the games I've played. I think for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about? How you feeling?
Voices?
How you feeling? Yeah. How you feeling about like? Because if we're gonna do a show, I don't want it to be people just reading like I cast Burning Hands. Okay, that's 1d4 plus times
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Like
Well-
I want people to be in their characters. I want people to be.
When I said in the initial surveys, like I wanted little combat, mostly role playing.
Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it'd be better if people didn't read off the sheet. But it's a lot of people's first time, so
Yeah.
give them a
No,
break.
no. That's why,
I plan on doing a voice.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So do I. So do I. And
Excellent.
but I have a lot of questions about like the nature of dwarfishness in our world. Like accents and what. I've spent a lot of years speaking Common. I think I probably would have lost it. Like what is the default accent in our universe? Is it's just probably how we speak normally, the Canadian accent?
I would think so. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
The default accent is what we know.
Yeah.
So
Back on the A's.
On the yeah.
And the boots.
Fucking
the boots.
fucking rights. I've been thinking a lot about my character and how he might act and sound, and that's why I'm growing this beard.
What are you?
What am I or who? I'm
Also what?
I'm Marcus Deeds, the former librarian, warlock,
Dwarf?
level 2 dwarf.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Scottish.
Yeah, but like all dwarves are Scottish.
Yeah.
Tolkien dwarves are all.
Yeah, that's the
No,
way to
just
go.
all dwarves.
Elves
Yeah,
are
pretty much
British.
all dwarves, yeah.
Dwarves are
Yeah.
Scottish.
But what if I've lost the accent?
Humans are.
I spent so long
American.
speaking Common that this is just how I talk now. Unless like it's me and a bunch of dwarves, and then we all
You got another dwarf friend.
get right into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's-
I'll have to see. I guess. Yeah. When him and I start talking, we should
And Brandon
progressively
said he's
get
getting
more and
more
more accented until we're just speaking dwarvish.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's fun. I like.
the
playing-
more
I like
ale
playing
that goes
pretend.
down,
Yeah.
the
that was-
more accents will come out.
I spent a little time looking at wooden steins today, thinking
you?
about. Yeah, I want a fucking wooden stein with a metal handle for D&D.
Nice, yeah.
Some people got their dice. Some people got their mugs.
There's my sister has like a horn mug made out of horn.
That'd be fucking cool too. That's
Yeah.
a really
Put
good
it down
idea.
on a table.
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
like
It's,
a
it's
stand.
flat,
Just have to hold
it's
it all the
flattened
time.
at the thing
All right.
at the bottom, and yeah,
It's super cool.
it is. It
It's
is
kind of
awesome.
gross.
Sort of. Now that you mention it,
You're drinking out of like a hollowed out bone.
You just feel like a champion. If
Cleaned
it
out.
was the shape of a skull, just even better.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Let's bring a crystal skull to drink out of.
So this is my first D&D experience ever, and I'm having a great time.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I'm not really tentative, not really anxious about things. It's just like I don't know where I sort of fit. So
Like
I'm just
as a
I'm just
character or as a player.
both.
Yeah,
So I'm just kind of following everybody else's lead.
yeah. You'll find what you like and what you don't.
Yeah, and I really like the role playing and conversating part more than the combat.
Yeah,
Because my character is kind of boring to play. In like in combat, he shoots his dumb little.
they.
Pew, pew.
I think they are all kind of boring to play in combat.
Yeah, for the most part, it's like you either are a spellcaster and you can do cool things,
Yeah.
or you're a martial class and I shoot my bow, or I shoot my crossbow, or I swing my sword.
Yeah, flurry attack.
Yeah.
You can roll a lot of dice. That's fun.
Some people like that.
Yeah,
some
I
people like
guess.
that. One day I would love to play a game where we don't roll any dice.
The DM does it all.
I don't know how you would. There are games out there with no dice.
Uh,
There are tabletop games out there.
yeah. I mean,
use dice and-
both weeks we had more non-dice rolling than we had dice
definitely,
rolling. so-
Definitely. I just think it'd be really weird to try a game where it's like, don't even bring the dice. This game doesn't use dice. It's
that
big.
would be weird. How'd
Yeah.
you figure everything out? Would we all rock paper scissors?
I don't know. They got systems in them. I'm sure.
Maybe.
I don't know. I know that
flip a
I don't
coin
know
every
which game it
time.
is, but you wager something. Like you're like, well, I'm gonna wager 2 whatevers, and the DM's like, well, I'm gonna wager 5, or I don't know how it works, but
I don't know. It seems to me like maybe we should get at least a little bit of the way through a D&D campaign before we try to switch to a different
we're
system.
always gonna play D&D probably because we've all played it forever, but there's a whole wide world out there of games.
Last one.
true.
This one
Lots-
fails. Everyone's done.
Lots and lots of games.
Pathfinder 2.0 came out
Gross.
a week or two ago.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Jump into that.
What's the difference between like all those different ones? Like just setting, or are there actually different rules?
There's different rules, and like the classes are all different. And,
Yeah.
But I mean, when you break it down, they're all D20 role-playing games.
Just depends how simplified it is. Like Pathfinder is very complex compared to 5e.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which is what we play. 5E.
Yeah. And there's like Shadowrun,
Apocalypse World.
Roll 20 or something.
There's a Star Wars one. There's a Star Trek one.
Yeah.
There's
cool.
Vampire, Werewolf.
Yeah, there are probably hundreds, probably thousands of them.
Yeah.
And they're all
can you
little
just
different.
take all these the rules of this Dungeons and Dragons that we're playing and then put it into different settings?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
all the classes kind of work the same, right?
if we wanted to, we could just reskin all the classes, and all of a sudden we're a space adventure with the same stuff.
Change crossbow to gun. Boom.
Yeah.
Done.
Instead of swords, you have lightsabers, and now it's Star Wars.
Totally makes sense. That's neat.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that later today.
One of the things I want to talk to you, Kevin, about is, like, because we were sitting there, and I sort of knew what Chris and Adam and Brandon's character was all about, but I didn't know anything about Collins.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Colin's character really either.
Yeah.
So
You have to ask Colin's character.
yeah,
Oh.
he doesn't really speak a whole lot though, which is the problem. So maybe before we start the game today, we'll ask him a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't tell you anything last week? He
No.
was just right in?
Yeah.
Well, we kind of started, and then he got a little self-conscious, I think,
Oh, no.
and then we kind of just glossed over it.
We sort
It's
of.
still very vague right now.
I
but
feel.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like.
mostly-
I feel like you and I left them a little high and dry, Bryce.
What?
'Cause I was
Oh,
planning.
we
on,
weren't there,
I was
yeah.
planning on coming last week, and then Kevin's like, "I'm sick," and also there's gonna be 9 people here. I'm like, well, I'm gonna sit on the couch this one, and then you weren't there, so he
Yeah.
showed up and was probably like, well, what the fuck?
He's got his buddy Brandon.
Yeah,
He knows
I don't
everyone
know.
else
I
there.
don't
But
know.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll be drunk enough today that it'll.
Sure.
I will take all the embarrassment this way, and everyone else can just feel
No
free to-
embarrassment. Just,
I don't. It just bounces off me.
Exactly.
Water off a duck.
Yeah. I'd like to know a lot more. Or I'd like to know more about everybody's character as well. Like,
You gotta ask him. You gotta ask him in game.
That's right.
do your rogue stuff.
I'm
Dig
gonna-
through
But
our
I mean-
files.
the story is that we've been companions for over a year now.
It's true.
So
Like-
I feel
like-
like I should know this, and I want to know this so that it'd be like, oh, I can refer to this or whatever.
Well, I think we all have our like basic like. Oh, I know that Oliver is like overarching. He wants to get a thing or do a thing. I know Chris wants to get a thing or do it. I know everyone wants to like get a thing or do a thing, and then the minutia of.
But that's what I want to know.
And maybe that's not really what's good. That's just what I told everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe that's not what's really going on at all.
Yeah.
So just ask him. Ask the character. Talk about it.
Okay.
See if you
But
if you
again,
believe
like
him.
I want to talk to them as if I know them.
Yeah.
Instead of
yeah,
like,
it's true.
like
Well, it's
that's a neat little bauble
Well,
around
that's
your
something
neck.
we can do today since there's
Yeah.
8 players.
All of
If
us
you're
are
not
here.
in the spotlight right now, you can talk to other people like in game. Like, we've known each other for a year. What have we done on this year that was awesome?
Yeah.
Do we hunt a troll? Are we best buddies because we like drinking or like the pretty ladies? Or
We went fishing that one time, caught all those fish.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. You fell in the river. What a lark.
My
times.
pantaloons were wet that day.
What a lark. That's fun. Anybody got any closing thoughts here on the D&D segment? We'll put this to bed on the podcast for a while because it gets the people riled up.
Yeah,
It just gets the people so fired up.
They want to see it so bad, and we're
Yeah.
just pulling the rug out from under them.
Yeah. It wouldn't like, the form it is now, you'd be like, yeah, that's a D&D game. Sure.
Yeah. I rolled our loot for the first time leading into this session.
No boy.
So that was pretty exciting.
Hopefully we rolled well.
I rolled significantly higher than I thought I was going to roll.
Fucking A.
But,
like higher tier tables? What do we get here?
well, you'll find out.
Wishes? Are we getting wishes this?
Yeah, first thing, level 2.
Limited wish.
Ring
maybe.
Yeah.
of 3
Yeah.
wishes for sure.
Not all the way.
Ring a one wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A wish for more wishes.
Oh, shit. You just opened a time portal and sucked yourself into it.
No.
It's probably okay. I
Yeah.
could probably figure my way out of this. Anybody get closing thoughts? Closing thoughts here.
Can't wait.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, let's just wrap the show up.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
No,
That's
World
it.
Video Games. Y'all do any gaming?
I played Wolfenstein. First one. What's the first one?
New-
New Colossus
New
is
Order.
The New Order.
Blood. New Order.
Did you play? This is the actual
This is
first
the
one, not
actual
like
first
the other one you played?
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
No. Which one?
The New Order.
Yes, I finished it just the other day. Pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that Talking Reckless
Not-
5th best game of the year 2018?
Not that one.
The sequel
17.
to it is.
Yeah.
The sequel
okay.
to it is.
So it's not as spectacular as you guys. Well, wait. You guys didn't really. The one that you were talking about was the new Colossus.
Yes,
and
two-
that one's spectacular.
2 is the
apparently.
lot, like huge set pieces, way bigger than the first one, and yeah, 2 is the spectacle.
Okay, because one, yeah, it was just a little cut and dry. It was cool. Like they actually managed to make those characters endearing.
Totally. In this like goofy, like BJ Blazkowicz is a cartoon character. He's so ridiculous.
I guess
The man just murders Nazis for a living.
Yeah, I mean, as a soldier,
Yeah.
but
Like
so this first one was okay. It was good. It was good enough for me to like the characters and like the setting and the story.
It's leading you into it a bit.
Really looking forward to the new Colossus because you guys have been talking that up quite a bit. So
What do you think of the bomb that tears the bridge down? It's like
didn't-
shoots all those wires
yeah.
out, and then you don't like that?
I don't know. I don't know. Was that?
Yeah.
And then
it's so good.
They they go into that weird Jewish fucking little laboratory.
Oh yeah. The order.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Is
with
that? I kind of glossed over that. Like what happened there?
It's just because Wolfenstein has always been about like Mecha Hitler, right? Like Hitler's head on a robot and like Nazi zombies and magic and mysticism, and so that's just them kind of like the reason we have these weird Iron Man suits is because of ancient mysticism. See, we made them in this ancient lab, this secret. It's why Hitler hates the Jews, because they're so good at making magical items or whatever that he had to enslave them to work for the Reich.
Okay,
In this universe, or this ancient sect or whatever.
Honestly, for whatever reason, the sound in that game wasn't the greatest. Like, so your person in your ear would talk, and that voice was super low. So I missed out on a lot of those conversations, and I couldn't adjust it.
Subtitles on?
I could have done that, but I just don't like playing with subtitles.
Yeah, or there's no like voice slider or anything in the audio.
No,
there's usually master music. No,
but
sucks.
yeah, I know. But that's cool.
Yeah,
Like I totally glossed over that aspect.
yeah, and like this all has to lead to Hitler's head in a jar on a robot. This has to lead to Mecha Hitler. It has to. It fucking has to. It is so crazy if Wolfenstein does not end with Mecha Hitler that they need to seed that now. So
From the OG game, eh?
Yeah.
Did you ever find because you could play the original game, like in a dream sequence kind of thing,
just like exactly like Metal Gear.
like Metal Gear.
Because doesn't even wake up. It's like, oh, it's a bad dream. Just like Snake wakes out of Metal Gear 1. It's like, oh, I'm having that dream.
Is there any sort of like? Because I did it twice. Was there any sort of like end to that?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I did it till I died and then woke up and just like Metal Gear. This game's okay.
Yeah, I can see. You guys described it as very Metal Gear-esque, and you
Like
even
anime in a way. Oh, super over the top.
like the cutscenes and the cinematics were the best part, and they were very well done. Like the cinematography and stuff, it was very very good in a way that I haven't seen it from a game since Metal Gear. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to more of that.
Yeah.
And I played it on super easy difficulty, so I'm just mowing down fucking Nazis. I could probably not put it on the baby difficulty next time because it was actually super easy.
I would. No, the next one, the 2 is way harder. I played 1 on second from the hardest difficulty, and it was fine. Yeah, on heroic or whatever and it was totally fine. But the second game is fucked.
Okay, maybe not.
There's some design differences in that second game that. Yeah, just play it on super easy.
Yeah, well, I'm still in the queue at the library, so I'll play it when I play it.
It's a cool game.
Yeah.
The second one is very good.
Yeah, you got that first one pretty quick though, so maybe the second one.
Because you were like 81 weeks until I get my game, until my queue's up.
No, until that was still the same queue for the new Colossus.
That makes more sense.
The New Order. Is that
The new Colossus?
You got to think though.
No,
if,
the first one, the
New Order. Yes, New Order and the new Colossus.
Older, so.
If they put out the phone call though, and the person doesn't answer, they probably just go to the next person.
Well, what they do is they just put it on a shelf, and then it sits there for a week for them to collect it.
A week?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's kind
How
of
long
a
do you get
process.
the game for?
3.
That's a very long process.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's
So you have a
long,
week to
yo.
pick it up, and then you get 3 weeks. So each person can have the game for a month.
Yeah.
So if there are 50
That's
people
so
in front of you,
long.
that is only 4 years.
I mean, I'm
Potentially.
going to return it. So, just depends on how fast you get through it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I
potentially.
mean, it's free, right? What do you?
Yeah, and
tough
it's
to
also
complain about free.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Just get
Very
a
cool.
Local library card.
There you go. It's free, and it's completely free, you guys. You walk in.
Get out of
You
my
have to wait.
house.
It does. That does kind of suck,
I
but
have I have to get off the couch and put a disc into the drive.
yeah, that's fucking weird.
I don't think
Nothing wrong with being a disc owner.
Exactly.
They're great.
Stay strong.
No, they're
right.
bad. They're terrible. It's just they're things you need to move when you move.
Yeah, but you also actually have it. And
Yeah,
you own it.
Discs rot just like anything. DVDs only last about 25 years. Blu-rays only last about, I think they're 50 years. They're a little longer.
So there you go.
How could they test this?
Well, yeah,
I'll
I'll
be long dead by the time my Blu-rays start rotting.
Yeah.
And I also played Resident Evil 7
Woo.
on VR. That
Ooh.
game is like disturbingly frightening.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
How much did you play of it?
Not very much, maybe 2 hours.
That's more than I thought. In like one sitting?
No.
Oh.
In one sitting, I'd play like
5 minutes.
10 to 20 minutes.
Just Oliver with closed eyes ripping the headset off every now and again.
I do. I like have to take it off and put it down and like just compose myself for a while because holy shit. Like I can't do scary games. I really can't.
Yeah.
But there is I have been sort of like enjoying that feeling because it's a unique feeling.
A little like skydiving sort of, right? The controlled
Yeah.
danger or whatever.
Yeah. And like and I want to play more.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna play more actually. I'm hanging out with a few buddies tonight and they want to try it, so we're gonna play it. But it's scary and it's I don't know. Like,
does that game use the PS? Are you using motion controls or are you just using the controller?
no, they're just a controller.
That's weird. Do you turn on like 90 degrees? Is it like snapping you?
30 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's kind of weird.
it is.
How does it make you motion sick at all?
No, no, it's fine. It's a slow moving game,
Yeah.
right? Because you're just walking through the hallways of this thing.
So, are you like grabbing things in the environment? Like, because when this game comes to Vive, which it's supposed to this year,
I think you can have like
two hands to like pick up.
yeah, I
this
think so.
apple
Because
or
when you
whatever.
look down, you see your hands.
But they're both stuck to the controller, the PS4
Well,
controller.
I'm using the PlayStation controller in my real hands, but the hands are just like this.
Oh.
Like, sorry.
Yeah, no, they're held,
Listener-
they're held out at
Yeah.
a weird. That sort of sucks because like I was just using my Vive today playing a little super hot, and like a thing happened where the controller started drifting way off into the distance, and so like my hand wasn't 1-to-1 with my hand, and immediately I was like, I gotta get out of here. Like as soon as the hands aren't the hands, it just fucking like you fall over almost.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I assume that when you have either the motion controllers or the Vive sticks, what do you call those? Wands?
Five sticks.
Controllers.
Vive sticks.
Yeah.
Controllers.
That those hands will be your
These
hands.
hands.
As it stands right now with the controller, it'll just you'll look down at a thing. It'll be highlighted. You look down at a thing and press X, and then your disembodied hands will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
They'll do it. Like I'll pick up the phone.
Yeah, I thought Resident Evil's all inventory based, so you'll still have to like fumble through that.
It used to be. Is it still
It's
like a
pretty sure it
Tetris
still is.
grid? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Is it a backpack in VR? Is it a
It's
physical
not-
backpack
sorry,
that
it's-
you gotta like?
Nice.
It's not a Tetris grid. It's just like squares.
Oh, that'd be
Okay.
super immersive. Just hold on. I gotta eat this real quick.
Yeah. I've got, oh no! I can't fit this in my
It's at the
backpack.
bottom of my backpack. No.
I need to. Are you collecting green herbs?
No,
What the? Red herbs?
no. The only healing thing is like this bottle of iodine or peroxide or whatever, and you splash it on your head, and that's good.
Good to go. No herbs, huh?
I don't know.
He's early. Yeah,
I'm-
there's herbs.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. I am less than 2 hours in. Yeah, it's holy. There's this one time. Yeah, there's this thing where you sort of enter a corridor and you hear banging over there, and I go this way, the opposite way, away from the banging, but there's nothing to do, and obviously he wants me to go towards the banging, so I go, and
See, you're just playing horror games wrong. If you act like the hero, the game isn't scary at all. Like, oh,
guess
noise!
so.
I'm going towards that. I'm gonna fuck this thing up.
you push the door open, and it goes down this really, really dark staircase, and then like I didn't want to go,
Yeah,
obviously. But I'm looking,
Wrong mentality.
and then yes,
you're playing scared.
something comes crawling up, and then like jumps at me, and then I flinched. It's
And,
fucked.
and
Like
hit your head on the wall in real life.
not just the back of the couch. It's very scary, and that's all I can say. I think Brando, who's played it, says that you get more empowered as you get more weapons, and
Yeah.
it doesn't stay scary. So I'm waiting for that. I don't know if I'll get to that.
Is it tied? I think we've talked about this. It is tied into the greater Resident Evil universe kind of. So Wesker and Son are theoretically somewhere
Probably.
doing something.
The premise of this story is that your wife goes missing, and 3 years later, she contacts you, tells you to come get her.
From Silent Hill.
Yeah, it's
From Resident Evil.
It's very Silent Hill-esque. I don't know how it's going to tie into the whole Resident Evil thing. I haven't asked, and looking forward to that.
Yeah. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I think I heard it did, which is kind of cool.
Sure, I mean it has the same title.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of Resident Evil games, though, and not all of them. I don't think they're all in the canon. I don't know how
I think they are.
That's
So-
too bad for that series, I guess.
Nah. So tonight you're gonna be in the VR, and your buddies are just gonna be around you, poking at you while
No,
you're.
I'm gonna get them to play.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
presumably
that's fun for
they'll
you.
be in the VR.
Yeah. I would probably have a lot more fun watching that game than
Yeah.
playing it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Looking forward to the Vive release
When is that supposed to be?
this year sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you gonna play it?
2018. Yep,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah. How do you guys do with scary games?
Not well.
I don't understand how people can be scared at a video game.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Kevin doesn't feel feelings. Weren't we? Didn't we?
No, movies I can get scared at a movie, but I don't know. Video games feels different for me.
Weird, maybe because you're like in the driver's seat. Kinda.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't we have we had an email question about like what games made you cry a couple weeks ago, and didn't you say like I've never in my life cried at a game or something like that?
No.
I said to the moon.
to the moon.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should play Resident Evil 7. You should try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd feel it. You know.
I don't know.
Maybe you'd feel those feelings.
Do you have the library copy?
Yes, I do.
So
Oh, shit.
when you're done with it, you can just
Yeah.
slide it my way before you bring it back.
Absolutely.
As long as it's within that 3
Within
weeks
that
or
3
whatever.
week window,
totally.
yeah.
So huge.
Then he's got to give you his VR headset as well, and
I don't want the VR.
no.
You can if you'd like.
Like scary games are probably if you're not scared by scary games in not just on TV, they're going to be super ineffective. You've
Yes.
already proven that you are immune to being scared from sitting on a couch and controlling something on a TV. But what if it was strapped to your face? What if that TV
All
was
right,
strapped to
sure.
your face?
You can also lend me the
It's
VR.
pretty. It's pretty immersive. Like this house that you're walking around in is like a fucking dilapidated house, but it feels like you're
Yeah.
in this shitty fucking house, and it's oppressive. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to be here. So I'm like, I just finished playing Wolfenstein, and I'm fucking the man in that game, and now I'm in this house, and I'm just, oh, I can't move. Very different feelings, those two games.
Yeah. You play anything else?
Just a bit of Secret of Mana, which is fun.
Yeah, I'm not
Game
feeling
is so
the look
awesome.
of
Kev,
that
what did you think of
remake.
that?
I love that game.
Yeah, the game is really good,
Yeah.
and the remake is just as good,
Yeah.
except
I don't
for
like how it looks
yeah,
or
the
how
visuals.
it sounds.
The visuals aren't that great.
The voice acting and the music, like the remastered music, is fucking terrible.
I think so too.
It's so terrible. I watched for probably like an hour and a half, and you like went to a bunch of different map areas and like all around the world, and it was just the same fucking ripping guitar song, just like.
That's not how it is.
It was for a very long time. You were going through a cave. You were outside a cave, and then you went into it. and You were talking to mushroom people, and then you went back out, and through like all these area transitions, it was just ripping like Halo guitar.
I think he was mostly in the same area the whole time though. So that was all like the desert area.
Yeah, each
It
area
still
has
made
something.
no fucking sense because you're just talking to these mushroom people, and they're like, "Hey, our king is missing" or whatever, and it's like. It was like It was the song from Devil May Cry 4, and it was just looping over and over, and it was the Rob Zombie.
The new soundtrack is not as good as the old soundtrack.
It's bad. The old soundtrack is dope.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And when I change it back and forth. Amber likes the new one. I obviously like the older one. But I mean, the new one is just like a rejiggered. Sorry.
No, I know what you.
Remixed version of the old ones,
yeah.
with proper, I don't know, instruments and
Higher fidelity.
Yeah, and it's not as good.
No.
it really isn't.
That old soundtrack is raw and like crunchy and
Yeah.
sounds fucking awesome.
I really like it too. The visuals, the characters and the bad guys are not really too spectacular,
They're fine.
but I really like the environments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The voice acting is
I like the voice acting, and
It's so
It's
bad.
bad.
dude.
It's
we
pretty
were listening to you
bad.
talk to all these mushroom people, and one of them was like, "We need you to find our king's fucking missing, Oliver." And like,
yeah, there's one
we're
that
like, "Wait, was that Mike Smith from Trailer Park
yeah,
Boys?"
legit sounded like Bubbles. I like how all the lines are voiced over.
Yeah,
over.
You can tell it was done on a tight budget.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
I was very disappointed that you can't do any sort of multiplayer. Like
what?
Online
Online?
multiplayer, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because having a third would have been
Yeah.
fun too.
As soon as I heard that you guys started playing that, I was looking it up. I'm like, well, can I jump in and be the third?
Yeah, that'd
And
been
then-
sweet.
isn't it
You
like
can't.
you share one inventory and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can see how like having somebody jump in online, you would either have to lock them out of your items and be like, you can't touch my inventory, because then someone's like, haha, take all your stuff and see ya.
Oh,
well,
or
I mean,
like,
they'd
you know
have
what I
to
mean?
use all the stuff. They can't take the stuff.
Or
they
having not played the game, it
throw
seems,
it all away,
It
I
seems like you
guess.
could it seems like you could fuck with someone.
sure.
Yeah, but
But
I mean, it's
like
just
it'd be somebody we'd invite to play along with us, and it's
yeah,
towards a common
it's not
goal.
like it's Monster Hunter World style where somebody can just jump in.
If it was in there and you could fuck somebody over, it would be a problem, because somebody would do that because for a laugh, and someone would get fucked over. And
Probably.
it would yeah, give
But I mean-
people an option to screw someone over on the internet, and of course they will.
I mean,
Ideally,
don't,
it's
don't
not-
make friends with shitheads.
It's not randos, yeah,
We know
jumping into your game
Eric
and fucking you
Peterson
up.
is a person who would play Secret of Mana and take all your items and then fuck off.
That's true.
100% he is.
In any case,
Trolls.
It's good. It's one of those instances where like I really hold this game in high regard, and I remember it being really good.
Right up there with Wonder
Yes.
Dragon,
Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy.
In Wonder Boy's case, like it lived up to its hype, and that is actually way better than I remembered it. This one, not so much.
No?
It's still good. It's just it's like a very grindy game.
Is it the company that you're playing it with? Is maybe
Asking the tough questions.
I'm gonna hit the
Not really.
Who,
It's just a very grindy game, and like combat, it's not as well put together as I remembered it.
yeah.
I mean, it's good.
It's
and
it's the same as it was. It's just it's very. You have like 8 different weapon sets and 6 different spell sets, and each one of them levels up independently of themselves.
Yeah, I saw a lot of flipping through
Yeah.
menus and swapping items
Yeah.
and weapons, and
Yeah.
the combat is really cool. Like it's an active like combat system where you're attacking, and you have to wait for your meter to like get to 100% before you can do like max damage again. And then if you hold it down, so you'll level weapons, and each time you level a weapon, it'll charge up one more level, and then when you release it, you attack. They're special attacks.
Yeah, so it's like you have a level 4 weapon, so because you have a level 4 weapon, you can do a level 4 super attack. Kind of
I
thing.
gotcha.
Yeah. It's just, you just have to hold it down and kind of walk away from the bad guy.
Until it's ready.
Yeah.
and then-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of Dark Souls-esque, I guess. I don't know.
It's not clunky.
No.
It's like it's one of the
It's-
first instances of like animation priority of like, I need to fuck off while this animation charges, this attack charges, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't describe it as clunky. It's just not as streamlined as I like my games. And again, like
Opposite of streamlined would be.
again, I remember playing this when I was young, and I fucking just loved it. And playing it as an adult, I am seeing the flaws now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still a very good game, and I like it a lot.
How much was it? The full price?
No, it's only like
40 bucks, 30, 40 bucks,
yeah.
somewhere in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
actually thinking about picking it up and playing it too.
Yeah. Speaking of old Super Nintendo remasters on the PlayStation, here's a PSA. That Chrono Trigger remaster that just came out for PS4 is a remaster of the phone port, the iOS port, which is bad.
Yeah, I heard,
What?
I heard that's pretty bad.
Why is it bad?
Because the phone port is bad because they like You just look it up. You should.
I've played through the phone port.
The phone port compared to the original game is fucking bad, yo. On phones, it's kind of okay.
Yeah, on phone
phones,
it was
it's
fine.
fine.
I got to play Chrono Trigger. It was great.
On a console,
But then,
you
yeah,
are
on a
moving
console.
a mouse cursor around the screen with a joystick as though it was a finger, and there's a menu button up, and it's the phone UI, so it's all fucking super blown out and shit. There's a giant menu button that you would tap with your finger on a phone.
Can you use the touchpad?
No.
Oh,
Absolutely fucking not.
That's real bad.
That's a missed opportunity.
It's a bad port of a bad game. So just a heads up that it.
Wait,
What? You don't like Chrono Trigger?
Chrono Trigger is not a bad
It's a
game.
Amazing
Sorry.
game.
It's a bad port of a bad port. Of
Okay.
a great game. 'Cause
There we
it's,
go.
it's the iOS port brought to PC. Don't fucking play it.
Just play it
Yeah,
on your phone.
That sounds
Boom.
terrible.
Yeah, download a Super Nintendo emulator.
Also, yes.
Yeah.
And or I think it's on the SNES Mini, isn't it on there as well?
No, it's not.
No?
Is
Oh.
it not?
No.
Secret of Mana isn't it?
Yes.
You Secret Mana
But
is
not-
yes.
Yeah, it's probably one or the other. Too many
Crazy.
RPGs.
Almost like
Yeah,
they're
'cause
gonna
they have-
release their virtual console version for the Switch really soon, and don't want to give it away for free. Well, for free on the Super Nintendo. Classic.
That game's totally worth playing.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kevin, Secret of Mana is totally worth playing.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And for me, it was I never had a Super Nintendo growing up, so my extent of Secret of Mana was going over to a friend of mine's house in grade 6, and we would rent it and play it for 11 hours in the middle of the night, and then I'd have to go home and be like, well, how far did we get this time?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anything else, OJ?
More Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
That game's really good, you guys. It's really good.
I have got it out of my life, and I feel
That's
a lot
fine.
better now. I feel a lot better.
You haven't been messaging the group, man.
That's because I know you guys aren't interested in it anymore. So I'm
I
like,
would
fuck
still
it.
jump in,
I
man.
think just I'm not interested. Brando sounds
Brando
like
is completely
he's-
not, and
Oh, okay.
you even said that you're. You said yes, you'll play,
Yeah.
but
Any
begrudgingly.
game with friends is fun.
I don't
Exactly.
want to hold
not
you to
true.
that.
I mean, if
Monster
it's
Hunter
if,
is fun with friends. Ooh.
It is.
Finally
Like,
found a
I
game that's
really-
not fun with friends.
I really like that game, and it's just too bad. It's very unfortunate that game
Sucks. Yeah, it is.
is like just the way it is. I mean, they could only do better these
It-
next ones.
It's kind of unfortunate it was made by Capcom.
I don't hold that. Like, that's not.
Look at
the
like
thing.
Street Fighter V. Yeah, look at Capcom's last, not counting Resident Evil 7 because that was like an amazing. Who could have seen that come together? Look at their like last 4 or 5 releases.
I don't. I
Tire
mean,
Fires,
Generic
Marvel vs.
Capcom
Capcom
games. Yeah.
Infinite, Street Fighter V.
Marvel vs. Capcom
Monster
Infinite
Hunter.
was good. Like
It's so
all-
good. It's not appearing at Evo for the first time in 20 years or whatever it was.
Whatever. I don't. That's whatever.
I don't care about people whose opinions actually matter in the community.
Yeah.
Have sway in
There's
the
a bunch of
industry.
jerks. Oh.
I mean, they're all well put together games. They're just like
Street Fighter V
okay,
was
listen,
not
they're
well put together.
games. It's just like with Street Fighter V in particular, it was the net code and like getting like fights together or whatever.
And the fact that it didn't launch with a campaign that was supposed to be patched in for free later that I don't think is still out. I'm pretty sure the campaign is still not
what
out.
campaign? Like
Like a story
tournament
mode. A story mode. No, that game was launching. They held back the story mode. Why do I know so much more about Street Fighter V? Than
Because
you?
I
you
have-
the blinders.
I have not played a Street Fighter in a long time, like that, like regular Street
Did you
Fighter.
play 5?
No.
Oh yeah. It was a tire fire.
And actually, now that you mention like these single player campaigns, Marvel vs. Capcom had a fucking terrible one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still a good fighting game. I don't know why. I know we reported this story a few weeks ago, but I don't know why it's not showing up at.
'Cause nobody's into it, man. People like 3. Nobody likes.
I feel like people. I don't know. I
And
don't know. I
think
stopped
Disney
playing that
might
game
have-
as well.
I think Disney might have had a hand in there as well. You stopped playing that game to make room for Dragon Ball Fighters, right?
No, I don't want
The netcode's supposed to be fixed this month. They're promising. This is the month.
fighting games. I want to get into fighting games, and I buy fighting games, and then I just quickly fall off.
What if we could Kamehameha each other?
No,
What if we could special beam cannon each other?
no.
What?
Not even a special beam cannon. Wow. You've changed, Oliver.
No heart.
You
and-
like Piccolo. Used to be cool.
So that being said, with my previous statement about these games are actually well put together, Monster Hunter is not, but it's on
thank
the
you.
cusp of being so well put together. If only they could just fucking straighten things out.
There's a fun game there buried in so many systems and menus and like bureaucracy, basically.
Yeah.
That you have to dig for. You have to actively work against the game to find the fun.
You do. And I've heard this before. As soon as you get over that hump and sort of like learn to deal with these issues,
Yeah.
like and learn to like overlook them, it is a very good game.
I don't have that kind of time
I
anymore.
know,
I just
I
don't have that
know.
time. That's sort of what I realized is like I don't have time. There was not all that long ago I would play a game fucking no matter what because who cares? It's a bad game, whatever. It's gonna take 20 hours. I'll be done. Like I don't have that time anymore. If
Life
it's a bad,
is too short for that.
I know.
shit.
Now I've realized that if it's a bad game, I throw it over my shoulder and don't fucking look back. Whatever, man. If I had a Monster Hunter disc, I'd snap it.
You could at least pass it on to friends.
Yeah, give it to the library. They
Wish
can
that
rent it
on
out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish that bad juju on anybody.
There's not much I can say about it. Like, yeah, you guys did give it a shot, and you guys don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin still maintains that he'll play with me, but again, I don't want to. I don't want to make you do something you don't want to do.
Respect.
But yeah, I mean, just hunting monsters, which again is like you find the footprints, you find so many footprints, and then all of a sudden your stupid
you
flies
do.
will lead you to it, and then you're just hacking away at this monster.
Yeah, run out in the world, find X collectibles, find the monster, fight the monster, repeat.
It goes back to when you guys were playing Diablo, and I'm like, why do you guys play that game? There is no point to that game. I sort of see.
Now you understand.
Yeah, now I understand. And I'm sort of becoming aware of it. And I'm like, because even then, I'm not even like listening to any of the story or the conversations. I have like music playing, and I'm just kind of tapping away.
Yeah, I wish you could skip those cutscenes.
The cutscenes are really good.
They are, but they are like misrepresentative of
They
that
are.
game
They
in
do.
a way that like,
Yeah.
here's our trailer sizzle reel, and you're like, man, I'm gonna buy it. This looks fucking dope, and you buy it, and you're like, well, it's like buying World of Warcraft based on the cinematics. You're like, this is not the
They
game.
make your hero look a lot more able-bodied.
Yeah, yeah, he's fucking he or she is sliding under monsters in slow motion and
Yeah.
then doing all sorts of cool shit. I'm just falling on my ass because my weapon's dull.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm cycling between two weapons, so it's kind of keeping it fresh.
Sure.
I want to pick up a new one just to kind of keep it fresh.
Horn, dance horn.
Something like that.
That'd
I
be
want
cool.
I want to do something different because like between the longsword and the gun, which are really different from each other.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variety for me.
Kev, you play any video games?
Yeah, I played some video games.
Why don't you tell us here about them
Yeah,
at this circle?
cool. So I played some more Subnautica on stream.
I saw that you got eaten by.
Yeah.
Or no, you didn't die to the Leviathan.
I
You
didn't
escaped.
I didn't die to the Leviathan, but I lost another sea moth.
Rest
Third.
in peace, Seamoth.
Yeah.
Third sea moth.
Sea moth number 4 is now built and ready to take me into underwater adventures.
I like the way that sea moth sounds.
Yeah.
I know the man who made the sounds is a horrible person. Man, does that little sub sound so good when you're in it.
I also started building my base.
I saw.
Yeah, it's got a beautiful tower of
Yeah.
titanium girders
It's so
stretched up like 75 feet for absolutely no reason.
absolutely no. It's an underwater base that is like this sprawling kind of on the same level thing, and then for no reason there's just a 75-foot tower that just goes straight up to the surface for absolute so that it can flood, I guess, when it breaks.
No, it's because I wanted to put my solar panels closer to the surface because logically speaking, they'll be better.
It's true.
They'll absorb more sunlight if they're closer to the surface.
I think they might actually work like that.
Yeah.
But the base uses so little power that you
Well,
could have just
so far, so
Yeah.
little power.
you got to build multiple base. You're just gonna have one huge base. Is
Well,
that
I'm
the
gonna
plan?
build one multi-tiered base. So
Main
I
base.
started with the building up, and then I'm gonna build multiple other levels to it. So
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna build one all the way down to the floor.
Is it a ladder in that tube, or is it full?
Yeah.
Is it a
No, it's a ladder.
moon tube? Okay, it's not
Yeah.
full of water or something.
No.
You can like swim.
That would be cool. Though.
That would be cool.
I don't think that's possible though. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do. Some housekeeping stuff in between stream
Yeah, you're saying last
because
week.
there is a lot of things that I need to take care of. That is just going to be like 7 hours worth of collecting stuff
Yeah,
and
get my
moving
farms
stuff
going
from this
and-
side to this side, and I don't think I'll build anything new.
No,
But I'll get ready to build what I wanted to build on stream. But
The farming actually doesn't take that long. I think it's like 20 minutes for a plant
yeah,
to grow
for it to grow all the way.
Yeah,
but
so it's not too bad.
no. But yeah, I don't think I'm not gonna expand on the base until the stream. But I'm gonna get ready to do all that.
Are you going to label your lockers? I saw you had a bunch of
I
lockers.
am gonna label all my
Okay.
lockers. Yes.
Just mixed lockers. The guy's got
Well,
plants
I was
next
just
to ores.
I didn't have time to do any of this, so I just threw everything in there, right?
That was giving me big time anxiety.
But other than that, I started playing Into the Breach
From the makers of FTL.
from the
I've
makers
heard.
of Faster Than Light. Yes, I think we talked about it a little bit on the show last week.
Yeah.
I brought it up, said I wanted to look into it, and I got it, and it's really good.
Yeah.
So it's like a grid-based strategy game. You're on an 8x8 grid, and you have little tanks that all do different things.
Mecha, sir, please.
Mechs.
They are not all tanks.
They're mechs. You're right. But yeah, there's different squads that you can unlock as you get achievements. Anyone who's played FTL knows that there's achievements that you get for doing certain things. So one of the achievements will be burn 5 aliens to death in the same map, kind of thing.
And then you unlock a new mech.
You unlock coins, which you use to purchase the new squads. So there's 8 squads, I want to say, and each one has 3 mechs in them, and all the mechs are unique. They all have, there's a large selection of pilots you can choose from to pilot the mechs, and they all have unique abilities. And so yeah, it's very, very, I guess, a lot of replay value.
Okay.
So
You're doing runs like FTL was kind of do a run.
yeah,
and-
so the way you do it is there's 4 islands
Okay.
that you choose which one to go to. One of them is your average like grass. One's in like a desert, a frozen area, and like a I don't remember what the last one was, but yeah, it's you go in, you fight different type of Vec. They're the aliens.
Okay. Gaiju, basically.
Yeah, basically
Giant bugs.
mech aliens. Yeah.
Are they are they giant mechs also? Are they bugs? What are we talking about?
Yeah, mostly bugs.
Okay, 'cause I think
some of
Gaiju
them
is-
don't look like bugs.
I don't think the Gaiju I think is like monster, right? It can't be like mechs are not Gaiju.
You keep
No.
saying Gaiju, isn't it?
Gaiju.
Kaiju?
It's kaiju.
Is it
yeah.
Kaiju?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, sorry.
I was going crazy here.
Sorry, senpai.
But yeah, that's basically what it is. It's like it's like the movie Pacific Rim, essentially. You're freaking me out.
Somebody is an hour and 10 minutes early for Dungeons and Dragons is why I'm freaking out.
I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Kaiju.
Kaiju, yes.
Kaiju.
So yeah, they're giant building-sized kaiju aliens, Mothras, ants,
Sure.
spiders, scorpions, different types of things. They all have different attacks, and you can acquire new weapons, build up your squad. The cool thing is the part I love about it is that yeah, there's 24 different mechs, and all of them are completely different. And the strategies you need to employ to win with one squad will completely not work for the next squad.
Cool.
So
like one will be durable and
Yeah.
blocks hits with himself. And one
so
will be,
yeah, that's another thing is you can see where all the aliens are going to attack.
because you're a time traveler.
Yeah, you're a time traveler. So you see how the aliens set up their turns, and you can see the order which the aliens are attacking in. So almost all the abilities that you have available to you have like pushes or pulls on them. So you can push the aliens one tile over or pull them towards you.
Make him attack his buddy or whatever.
So yeah, one of the base strategies in the game is to block the new monsters spawning, the new aliens spawning, because it'll show up on the map where they're going to spawn.
You get telefragged?
So if you move something onto that square, it'll prevent it from spawning for a turn.
No telefrag. What happens if you stay there? Does it still not spawn?
You take a damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever's standing there takes a damage during the spawn phase. But yeah, so you pull aliens in to attack each other, kill them off. Each island has 4 maps that you have to complete in order to unlock the boss of the island.
Okay.
And each map has secondary objectives that you complete to get bonuses.
Okay. Is there also a difficulty?
There is also a difficulty, yes.
Wow. Okay.
Is it akin to FTL where normal is impossible?
It took me, I think, 4 runs before I won my first time.
Okay.
What is a win? All 4 islands?
There's once you beat 2 of the 4 islands, you can go to the boss area, which is the volcano area that I think you walked in on when I was playing today. Maybe.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah, but yeah. So as soon as you beat 2 islands, you can fight the boss. You can choose to keep going and do more islands to get more upgrades.
Oh, okay. Is it an FTL thing where like I don't think I'm strong enough to fight the boss yet, so I'm gonna do more of the game to power up?
It's the more islands you beat, the harder the final mission will be.
And are you like with FTL? You're getting more guns and resources, and you're building yourself up. Are you doing that the same in Into the Breach, or are you every island you're like wear down a little bit more?
Each mech in between missions, you get full health back and everything like that.
Okay.
So each mech has 2 weapon slots that they have. Most mechs will only start with 1 weapon, and then you have to find or buy a second weapon in order to upgrade it. And all the weapons have power cells in them. So you'll start with the base weapon, and then if you want +1 damage, you have to get a power cell, install it in the mech, and then power up the +1 weapon.
Upgrade points, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But the upgrade points you can play around with. So if they're on a mech, you can take them out of one thing and put them into another thing if you need to.
That sounds cool.
It's
That
very
game
cool.
sounds like it gives you a shitload of options to deal with.
Yeah,
Every
and
situation.
so yeah, I think I've only unlocked 3 of the mech groups so far. The base one, I finally beat it with today, earlier today. And then the second one is like this group where they put clouds on the map, and then clouds will do lightning damage because of one of the mechs that you have on your team.
Oh, okay.
So the clouds will also break line of sight. So you fill up the map with these clouds, and then whenever a kaiju is in the square with it, they'll take damage, and so that's really how you do damage with that squad. The one I'm with right now, one of the mechs doesn't actually do any damage. It just pulls things towards itself.
It's repositioner.
Yeah, or it will shoot a shield onto allied targets, which will prevent an attack for one time until the shield disappears. But yeah, like a lot of the mechs are, from what I've seen at least, very cool. And once I have everything unlocked, there's also random squad, so it'll take random mechs from any of the different squads and
weird.
force them together into.
It seems like you could get like an impossible comp where it's like nobody does any damage.
There's been multiple times where I've been doing a map, and because you there's no penalty for going slow, so you can think through each move for as long as you want.
Yeah,
but
it is turn based, right?
Yeah, turn based. Okay. So there's plenty of times where I'll be looking at this one screen that I'm presented with and just freaking out because I'm like, well, there's no fucking solution. Like, I'm gonna be taking damage no matter what I do, and there's no way around it.
Yeah.
So that doesn't happen often. I'd say maybe 10% of the time, but sometimes it's just there's no way around it. You gotta take damage.
Yeah, happens. That's cool.
Yeah, and it's a lot like FTL in that you have like base damage. So where FTL had damage to the ship, and once you take all the damage to the ship, you die. There's civilian buildings in this one. Each time a civilian building takes damage, you lose one of your hit points, and when enough civilian buildings die, then you die.
Yeah, that makes sense. Didn't protect the Earth.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, so the time travel aspect is each time you lose and restart, one of the pilots that you have been leveling up, because the pilots have 3 levels of experience and they get upgrades each time they level up. So you can take one of the 3 pilots with you to the next game.
Send them back in time.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I like the flavor of that, of like, we're going to send this, not the same guy, but we're going to send a guy back in time to just relive this loop until we save the world. It's very Edge of Tomorrow. What did they rename that movie to? Live, Die, Repeat or something? Didn't Edge of Tomorrow like get the name changed?
Didn't think so.
That was the Tom Cruise one, yeah, where he like kept responding. That movie was so fucking good.
Really?
Yes,
very good
like
movie.
completely out of nowhere. It was so surprising, and it was so good. I really recommend it.
I wanted to watch it, but I never got a chance.
It seems so stupid, but
it did seem really stupid. That's why I didn't watch it at all.
I was shocked at how good it was.
But yeah, I still say you would fucking love Into the Breach.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was out yet. Gotta pick that up right away.
I told you last week it was out.
I forget things.
You don't listen to me.
I'm gonna go real fast here, Bryce. I'm gonna jump in front of you. We're not crunch for time yet, but I can tell we will be. I played really fast. Rainbow Six Siege has a zombie mode called Outbreak.
Good.
Yes, like amazingly good. So I played like Call of Duty Zombies. I've played zombie games for 25 years or whatever. And I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but Rainbow Six Siege is all about like everything is destructible. All the walls are destructible. The 5v5 mode is like they put you in a building, and both teams are in a building, and you are kind of like, okay, we're gonna bust through the floor in this room, and then we're gonna put shards on this wall, and it's a very like we're gonna destroy our way to the other team type of game, which really lends itself well to a zombie thing because it's like all the zombies can break every wall. We are barricading every door and every window. And it's like it's free for anybody who owns it, which is kind of cool. Ubisoft is still doing their games as a service thing, and it's really good. Like it's really, really well put together. Only available for the rest of the month for whatever reason. So if you own Rainbow Six Siege, update it. It's like an 80 gig download on PC, 79.6 gigs on PC.
Jeez.
But it's really cool.
Like only available for free or to download for the month? Or...
You must own Rainbow Six Siege, and it is free DLC for it.
And then after
only
the
for
month,
a month. Yeah.
Like that game doesn't exist anymore, or just like people can't access it?
There's a countdown that says Outbreak Mode available for 24 more days or whatever, but like...
So maybe it's just going to disappear.
They'll probably bring it back every couple months or whatever, but apparently people are coming back in like droves. Like hundreds of thousands of players are coming back to Rainbow Six Siege for this, so... At the end of it, they'll probably just be like, it's available all the time now.
Only costs you $14.99.
Play it if you want.
Third Siege is pretty decent.
They really turned it around.
Yeah.
Siege is one of those games that launched to poor reception, and they worked on it, and everybody loves it. I also played the bonus episode of Life is Strange.
Was it amazing?
No.
Did Max and Chloe reunite and everything's fantastic again?
Like, does it add... Like, I'm going to play it,
Yeah.
so
Play
don't spoil it too much.
Okay.
But I mean... You said it's only 35 minutes long?
It's about 35 minutes long.
And it's like their childhood? Like
They are young, yeah, they're... So I think that it takes place... there's a scene in Season 1 where you go back in time to right when a thing happens with Chloe's dad.
I mean, the game's 3 years old.
I know, but if anybody hasn't played
Right,
it,
yeah.
I really want
Okay.
them to play it.
Yeah,
Like, I
it's
don't want to
worth
root for them. But anyways, you go back in time to that point, and I think... when this takes place is right around there, but in real time and not time travel time. It'd be like it's right around there. It's right around there. It's about a 35-minute conversation.
I forget what happens in that flashback. Is like Max, like is she Max, like young Max, and she
knows what is
or
about
is
to
she like
happen.
a spectator?
No, she is young Max because she is like, I need to stop this from happening. I'm gonna throw the
Right.
keys out the window or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's in that time period. It's about a 35-minute conversation. Ashley Birch is doing the voice again, which sounds weird and bad, and like because she's never done like young Chloe, so now it's the original voice actress is doing her best impression of the voice actress that replaced her when she did her young
Well, no,
version
because
of...
she would have been in the first game, right?
It's-
Doing young Chloe in the first game.
Yeah, okay. I feel like young Chloe in the first game was just Chloe. Like that voice was pretty much cut and dried. In this, it is noticeably different in a way that you're like, maybe they should have just kept that same lady. I don't know. But it
Does it add anything?
no. It adds
That
literally
sucks.
nothing. Literally nothing. You know the characters don't have the context for what the events are, so it's kind of this like sad farewell note wrapped up in this because Max is leaving for college, right? Max is leaving Arcadia Bay is right when this happens, and so it's like she's like, okay, Chloe, I'm leaving for school or whatever, but it's also because we know what happens in Life is Strange. It's like, okay, goodbye, Chloe, because she's saying goodbye there as well, and it adds nothing. And it was like it was this thing of like, pre-order the bonus edition. This is you're gonna pay an extra $15 or whatever it was, and this is what you're gonna get. And like,
I don't think it actually was anything.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. It didn't cost you anything extra.
Like you just
had
bought
to pre-order.
Yeah, you just had to get the
season pass.
You just had to get the season pass or whatever it was, the deluxe edition.
Did the season pass? Did the deluxe edition not cost you anything over the main game?
I think
It had
I
to.
got it was like $33.
You paid. I'm pretty sure you pay extra for this content. I'm pretty sure you either had to get a deluxe edition, which is an extra however much, or you had to You do not get if you go and buy Life is Strange Before the Storm today. You do not get this
I
bonus.
bought it
as of right now.
after all 3 episodes were out
I think it's just
and
season
paid
pass. you
$33,
guys.
and I have.
I didn't buy
the
a
episode.
season pass. What do you? I'm not.
Why wouldn't you buy a season pass? You're gonna play all 5 of these.
Oh, I see what you mean. If you buy all the episodes, I see.
Yeah, like
I
that
see.
that package.
Okay.
Is that not?
I'm pretty sure it's a special. I'm pretty sure it's an exclusive, like
I think
deluxe
it is.
edition thing.
Yeah, like I don't like, and that's why I
it-
think that this is not that significant because
Okay.
not everybody is going to be able to play it.
It was
That
definitely a
makes it even
timed thing.
Shittier, I think.
It was definitely a timed thing. So if you bought the game past a certain time, you didn't get access to it anymore, and now I think you have to pay for it.
It's a bad piece of content. So if I did pay extra for it, fuck that. That sucks. It's a bad piece of under half an hour content. And if I didn't pay for it, I wasted half an hour. And like, it was the only piece of Life is Strange content that I can ever remember playing through and being like, wow, I wish I wouldn't have wasted the time. That was bad. And it is. And it's
I mean, after what, like 10 episodes?
it's literally just those two.
one
like,
35-minute thing.
Play
isn't
it
gonna
for
be-
yourself. Play it for
I'm
yourself,
gonna-
and you'll see. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
I do like Max. I like Max better than Chloe.
it's profoundly disappointing.
Maybe you just played it wrong.
It is profoundly disappointing. I did. So there is a thing in there. It does give you a choice, and you know every episode has like a main choice or whatever, and it gives you that. And mine, like the timing of mine, paid off perfectly in a way that I think I think there's a way to play that bonus episode and have it be like 10 minutes long and even more unsatisfying. And I also think there's a way. I think there are 3 different. Like, it's 10 minutes, it's 45 minutes, or it's 2 hours, and I ended up with a 45-minute leg is kind of how it looks to me of just the way it timed out, but I'm not really sure. I don't. It was a bad experience the way I played it. I would not recommend it.
I'll see if I can fit it in later tonight, and I'll let you know.
Somebody else, yes, please sanity check me here and play it.
Yeah.
Bryce, would you play?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, let's talk about that Smash thing.
Yeah.
We'll kind of wrap. Does anyone need a break? Because I'm just gonna roll. We're just gonna roll right through this. I think.
Sure.
Yeah, that
All
works.
good. There's a new Magic set. Let's go real fast on that. Return to Dominaria.
Yeah, everyone's super excited.
That is.
And it all got leaked, and
Like-
it's sad.
Is that like Urza? Did Urza live in Dominaria? Is this the right?
Yeah. It's all like the OG Magic universe.
Okay.
So
Planescape.
Karn, Teferi, Blank,
Great.
those guys.
Great.
You
So
know,
what about?
I'm up on my lore.
Yeah. What
know
about?
what I'm talking about?
Okay. Is it all like sequential? Because Karn was a golem, and then a planeswalker, and then he turned back to a golem, and then he became like a super planeswalker, and then he turned into the planet, and now he's Karn again.
He's Karn again.
Okay.
And
Wait, he was a planet at one point?
Yeah.
he was
Didn't
Mirrodin. Or he created Mirrodin.
Yeah, didn't he turn himself into Mirrodin? Didn't he become like that transformer that's a planet?
Jesus.
I thought he and Mirari merged to make Mirrodin.
It's very stupid.
Something like
It's
that.
very stupid.
Yeah, it gets deeper down the rabbit hole. But
Yeah.
yeah, super cool, super nostalgic.
Yeah,
the set
very,
seems
very
very
nostalgic.
weird, but we'll
Yeah.
see how it kind of plays.
I heard that Return to Dominaria will be the beginning of gender-neutral Magic.
Yeah,
Gone is the... Because it used to be...
he or she constantly.
It used to alternate, didn't it? In a card, it would be like, if a player takes damage, he does blank. Then if she does blank, like it used to... Am I crazy?
No, you're crazy.
There was
Yeah.
definitely a fucking card game that used to alternate. Was it just he?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've picked up like a new Magic card.
Anyways, what is the word? There's not an adjective. However, I don't know what the
They.
word. It is they.
Yeah.
Is what the card says. Is it a pronoun? Is that
Yeah,
the,
they's a pronoun.
the pronoun has been changed from he/she or whatever it used to be to they. Gender neutral they.
That's how you know the sprite is gender neutral, because every pronoun in that game is they or their when they refer to the sprite.
No, because you're 3 people, aren't you? In Secret of Never mind. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, we're gonna roll right into news. Nintendo put out a Nintendo Direct, and they showed a Smash Brothers trailer.
Teaser. It's not a trailer.
Well, yeah, a teaser. It's coming to Switch. It has a picture of the Splatoon Squid kids,
Squidling and Squid
Inklings,
Boy.
yeah.
Inkling, yeah.
Squid Boy, Squid Girl.
Squid.
Squid.
Sorry.
Like looking over at a giant flaming Smash Brothers logo, and then it shows what people are. Bryce thinks is Breath of the Wild Link.
It is.
And it shows a thing of Mario, and then it just cuts. And so we, the people, are left wondering. We know it's coming to Switch, but what we don't know is this a port of the Wii U game, or is this a brand new Switch game?
It's brand new.
Brand new.
I'm calling it.
Has
It's
to
not
be.
brand. You guys are
The
crazy.
logo's different.
Oh no, it isn't. It's just on fire.
No, there's a cut to Super Smash Brothers, and then it's different than the Wii U one.
Is it really?
It is.
All right, that makes me think it's new.
Yeah. Also,
makes me
all the
think
new
it's new.
animations, new characters. Crash
new-
Bandicoot's gonna be in there.
Shut
the
up.
Inklings.
The new characters mean nothing because all the Smash Brothers character trailers have been exactly this of like the villager from Animal Crossing was here's the villager in
Oh,
Animal
what if they
Crossing
couldn't
world,
get the rights
and he-
for Cloud again?
and he gets a letter and it says Smash Brothers and it's the exact same thing as this trailer, but
and there's a myriad of characters underneath
Yeah.
the flames, so you kind of can see them.
it's a remaster. It's just like Mario Kart 8. It's a remaster.
It's so disappointing if it's a remaster.
It's up-resed. It has all the DLC, and they're gonna do some new characters. It's like, oh, it has Breath of the Wild Link instead of whatever Link.
Twilight Princess.
Yeah, it's got Super Mario Odyssey Mario instead of regular Mario or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just a couple skin swaps, or maybe they're totally new characters, which would be
new characters.
which would be
It's a new game.
fuck that. If Link, Toon Link, Young Link, and Breath Link are all separate. Fuck that. Fuck that.
You're playing Fighter Z and there's like 3 or 4 Gokus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also I'm on a mission to end the Gokus. I got 0 Goku on my team. It's really unclear if it's new. Yeah, the director of Smash Brothers, who was very famously in interviews with Famitsu, said like this game has killed me every single time. I'm never making another one. Like I physically cannot do it. Has said that he's thrown his hat back in the ring for this one.
Oh.
So that kind of makes it sound like a new one again.
Yeah.
But who knows, man?
I believe.
If it were a new one, they would have said new Smash Bros. Because that would be the big... You think the Switches are selling fast now? The number of people waiting for a new Smash Bros. To buy a Switch would just... Like...
Yeah, but this way they can trick people into buying a Switch, and then it's just a re-release, and then a
That's what
year
I'm
down
saying,
the line, when they actually released a new Smash Brothers, they can sell that many more.
It's a re-release. Nobody bought a Wii U. Nobody played that fucking Smash Brothers game. Comparatively to the Switch, millions of people have bought Switch. It is a crazy business decision to make a totally new game when they have all this money that they could just sell the same one, again, just like Mario Kart.
I don't believe.
Yeah, I want it
Because
to
Mario
be new.
Kart was with like the release title. They gotta throw something on there. Can't make a new game.
Yeah.
Get this out quick. But they've said so much time for Smash. It didn't
It's
come out
true.
last year for a reason.
It's true.
That would have drawn so many people to the console.
It could go either way. I just think if it was new, they would say new.
I think it was a port. They'd say port.
No, I think if it was a port, they wouldn't. They would go out of their way to not say port because they want you to think new, like everyone does now.
But they've been so upfront with absolutely everything else they've ported. So why wouldn't they do the same thing?
That's very true. It could go either way.
Yeah.
We'll find out. I'm throwing my hat firmly in remake. I'm in port camp.
Nope.
All right.
Brand new.
We'll find out.
New hotness.
We'll find
Here
out.
we
This,
come.
it's supposed to be out this year. Probably holiday is when those games usually come out. Fortnite. You guys heard of that game?
Yeah, I
Ooh.
like that game.
That game's coming to iOS and Android.
How?
And those versions are crossplay and cross-progression compatible
that-
with everything except Xbox.
Vanilla Fortnite? It's not Fortnite Battle Royale.
That is Fortnite Battle Royale.
Is it?
I believe, yes.
No.
I'm gonna verify that right now.
Because I don't know how that would work, for one, and for two,
How?
it
So the
would have to be
the
regular
version.
ass Fortnite.
Well, I mean, if you can play regular Fortnite, you can play Battle Royale, right? If you can't play one, you can't play the other. If you can play one, you can play the other.
Yes, but I mean,
The way
regular Fortnite is like you build a thing and defend from zombies.
I don't.
And-
I don't think anybody knows. I don't think anybody's
No,
played regular.
I'm actually kind of guessing that.
I'm gonna look. I saw somebody playing it, and they just propped their phone up and then hooked up a PlayStation 4 controller via Bluetooth,
Okay.
and it was just Fortnite on their
wow.
on a tiny screen, but with a PlayStation controller.
Huh.
It is Battle Royale. It is Battle Royale.
Oh,
So are you going to have a controller?
I don't know. That's we
Must.
don't have a ton of information.
You
like,
have to, right?
must.
If
You
you
set your
I
phone
don't
on
know.
fire.
well, yeah, phones can run all sorts of. It's Unreal Engine, and phones run
guess.
all sorts of Unreal Engine shit right now. If there is a like play on the phone, there must be a play on the phone mode because
Yeah.
you download the app and you're like, well, what the fuck? I can't play this.
Yeah.
But like, if you want to play for real, like, yeah, probably hook up a controller because how are you gonna? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's dope. Maybe like all the building things are
Not going to be done.
maybe the UI is such that like building is way easier on the phone because it's just right up there. Just like wall, and it's just whoosh, wall goes up. Stairs, whoosh, stairs go up or something. I don't know.
It could just be more of a tablet thing than a phone thing.
Tablets and phones.
I don't know how would
Yep.
you aim up?
You would it would it's probably going to put 2 like virtual joysticks on the front of the phone, like a lot of games do.
Or it's going to use the gyro and you have to move your phone around. And
that would actually be really good. That would be way better.
That'd be too good. You'd be too fast. Like it would be the Splatoon like motion control versus stick thing. You'd be able to move too fast. You'd be too good on the phone.
Too good. They need that handicapped because they can't see shit.
Yeah. No, it's a 16:9. It's the same. It's just smaller.
Yeah, versus someone playing on their TV with a console.
Is a phone screen an inch from your face any bigger than a 50-inch TV 10 feet from your face?
Yes.
I mean,
As a VR enthusiast, I might say the phone screen's bigger. No, I don't. It's a really weird thing. That iOS version, open betas, you have to sign up. Available as of today, the launch of this podcast, Monday, March the 12th. You can do that.
Super exciting.
Yeah. Black Ops 4 is a real game.
Why?
Black Ops.
I mean, it's a matter of time.
Everybody
Black Ops have
loves
been the
Call of
best.
Duty.
Right?
Black
Especially
Ops.
Blops.
The best Call of Duty in a very long time has been Black Ops 2. And before that, Black Ops 1. Black Ops 3, but Black Ops 1 and 2 were very, very good. Yeah, I mean, they're making 4. The logo is Black Ops you know, 4.
That's traditional on like most sundials and clocks.
Is it really?
Yep.
It's not IV?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yep.
There you go.
Huh.
There you go.
Yeah, like I said, 4.
So how
traditional
do they,
4.
How do they do 9 then?
No, every other number is proper. Just for
V-
4 is
I.
half the time it is I.
It's coming out in October. It's coming out October the 12th, which is about a month early. Usually these games come out November, whatever the week of November the 11th is usually when Call of Duty comes out. And the PC version may or may not use Battle.net. Probably May, because that's Activision's thing now.
Cool.
And then the last story I got, Gabe says Valve is making games again. Woo! Half-Life, Left 4 Dead, all your favorites. We're making them.
Woo!
Portal. You love Portal.
I'd like
and
to
you love
play
Portal. It's
Portal.
Yeah, so would I. But
Yeah.
that's not really how Valve makes games.
No.
You know, they just kind of do whatever the fuck they want. But Gabe has said they are in the business of shipping games once again. And this came from the presentation was mostly about their Dota card game called Artifact. It looks weird, like really weird. It's got 3 lanes, which is you're playing like 3 separate games almost, which is fucking crazy. Richard Garfield, old Magic Zone, Dick Garfield, Dr. Dick is making or is developing it in with other people.
Man's a genius. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I don't like. He's made Magic. What else has he? We've played other Richard Garfield games. I'm sure we have.
He's done like dozens and dozens of board games too, and they're all pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, he's exceptional. They said, or Gabe said he did an AMA back in January, and I think we actually talked about this on the show. But they're working on a single-player game as well as 3 VR games that are apparently still happening along with Artifact, which is going to be out this year sometime.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all I got in news. Let's roll over some emails. What do you say?
Have a question on that. Have those Left 4 Dead games ever made it to PlayStation? No, hey?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought they were only PC.
Yeah.
It was around Portal 2 that Valve had their weird like Steam on the PlayStation thing. I'm sure they must have. It is definitely not only PC. They're on Xbox for sure.
No. I don't think they've ever made it to
PlayStation. Really? Even 2?
PC Master Race.
Play if you want that type of experience, Warhammer Vermintide is a excellent variant on that.
Yeah?
For players versus hordes of AI enemies.
You talked about that. Was it you that was talking about that? No, that
Maybe.
was a different podcast I was listening to just recently.
2 just came out. Vermintide 2 just came out.
And yeah, I don't think it has, because I remember they released Payday and they were very much so like, this is fucking our version of
Left 4 Dead?
Left 4 Dead. Except not zombies, obviously.
Yeah, that sort of sucks. Left 4 Dead was really good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah, I did play it a few times and it was fun.
Podcast at talkingreckless.com is an email address where you can write these in, or you can drop them on the subreddit. I pulled one from each. Sparrowhawk, regular show contributor, needs a little life advice here. He writes in and says, at what stage of balding did Matt and Kevin decide to shave their heads? I say this while worrying about my own receding hairline. Frowny face. I thought I give people advice on this on a weekly basis because there are a lot of young men around my age, 30-ish, who are balding. Just own it. Just because full head of hair looks really good. Shaved head these days looks good.
Yeah.
It's a style.
Yeah.
Balding never looks good.
No.
Never looks good. So when in doubt, my personal stance is just fucking shave it off
Or commit to a hat.
or commit to a hat.
No, hat is the worst option of the three for sure.
What?
Because then when you take it off,
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, he's so
It's
bald."
glued to your head.
There
You are the hat now.
There's a
You
guy
wake up,
I
put it
work
on,
with,
doesn't come off till you go to sleep.
and he has the wraparound.
Oh yeah,
and
the professor.
but he wears the hat the whole time.
It's
And
like
the
that
first time
SpongeBob
I
movie we watched.
the first time I saw him without the hat on, fuck.
My eyes.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah, and from the other side of the table is a man with a full, luscious head of hair.
Thanks.
It looks great. Every single show we do, it literally. I guarantee. Do you comb your hair before you come in from your truck? Do you like in the mirror and just
I
give it
don't
a quick little?
comb it. I run my hand through it.
Okay, you give it one of these.
Got the natural look.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to
yeah.
offend. I'm sorry.
No. That's
I
fine.
comb my beard. I don't know. Combs are.
Do you think Oliver
I don't
touches
fucking
his hair
comb it!
with a comb?
I agree. Like, don't fool yourself into thinking like, yeah, like fucking this looks fine,
Yeah.
because thinning out hair really sucks and looks gross. And yeah, just shave it. Shave like you guys.
Yeah, when I was younger, there was a moment where, because I wasn't always bald. Spoiler.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
And I'd cut my hair relatively short for the last little while, and before it had started thinning out more than it had. And like when you look at yourself straight on in a mirror and you see the remnants of what used to be on top from the straight on angle, you can't really tell
Yeah, it looks
how
okay.
thin it is,
Yeah.
right? And you think to yourself, well, I mean, it's obviously not as good as it could be, but it looks fine. And then there's that one moment where your head's at a different angle and you see it from the top view,
Yeah, it's
and you
always-
see how thin it is, and you're like, oh.
It's always.
see, that's the moment for me that I decided to shave my head. It was like, oh.
I think if you have to tell yourself it's not that bad, you should probably just shave it. If you're if it's bothering you enough that you're like, it's not that
Yeah,
bad, it's
yeah.
not that bad, just shave it. Just shave it and be confident in it.
Yeah.
And like, I have never once in my life and I've been shaving my head since I was 18, have never once been like gotten shit for being a young bald man.
No.
A young shaven head man. And if anyone gives you shit, you're like, whatever, fuck you, I can grow hair. I just choose to shave it because it's easy.
Or you just, knuckle up.
Yeah, or just fucking headbutt him. Give him the Belfast kiss.
What do you got? What do you got going on? Like,
Oh, I got a horseshoe.
Yeah?
I got real
that's
good. Like,
unfortunate.
I actually just shaved like this morning.
Yeah,
where you can, if you leave it for a day, you can see the horseshoe pretty good. Like completely bald on top almost, and the
sides.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's a bad look. It's a really bad look. I thought about when I was growing up my beard to spoilers do the rumble thing where for the Matt Eads show had something to model his beard after. I thought about maybe letting my hair grow out real long also to let the Matt Eads show grow his hair out also.
Nice.
And it was just like, I don't think so.
The amount of time that you would have had to dedicate to growing it out would have just been like, oh, I have to look really gross for like 4 weeks.
Yeah, it
That's why
doesn't.
you commit to the hat.
It doesn't take that long to look that gross. The next email comes. I choose to read this as 420 Cross Felipe, or Philip possibly. Is that Felipe or is that Philip?
That has to be
That's
Felipe.
definitely Felipe.
Okay.
I would say Philippe.
It could be 420X Philip or Philippe or Felipe. He says, "Hello, Reckless Crew. Who do you think has spent the most money on their hobby? Matt with his VR collection, Oliver and his motorcycles, Kevin and his classic cars. I don't think. Well, one of these is right. Brandon and his magic.
Magic.
My motorcycles cost.
You think Brandon spent more on magic than I've spent on video games?
Absolutely.
VR collection?
Okay, hang on. How much did the motorcycles cost?
Only $900 each.
Okay, don't
and
even
my mountain bike
get out of this
has
conversation.
been yeah.
Yeah, just leave, sir.
My mountain
Just
bike
$3,000?
was $1,800. So
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's
18,
like 40.
That's like
50.
two magic cards.
That's like
yeah.
15.
yeah, so
4,800?
I don't think I've spent a lot on anything.
And that's total though. That's lifetime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No.
Kevin doesn't have classic cars. Do you? What's your like most expensive hobby? Like free to play games?
Yeah, if you add all the free to play
I mean,
games together.
If we're counting up like lifetime,
Yeah, probably Lifetime.
I would say I've probably
Magic?
spent close to $60,000 to $80,000 on hobbies, if not more.
Which one hobby would you? 60. Yeah. Okay. Sure. You've lived a long, full life.
Yeah, if you add magic into it.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly,
Which
right.
one hobby do you think is most of that?
Magic was definitely the most expensive.
Do you think you spent more on Magic than Brandon has?
No.
Okay.
If I would have kept going, absolutely.
Well, yeah, but you were
When-
out how many years ago?
When I was in high school and university and just after, when I was still playing, it'd be like I would have a job and I still lived at home at this time, so it was great.
Yeah, no bills.
Yeah, no bills. So I have a job, and literally like 99% of my paycheck would just be Magic cards. I would get my paycheck and be like, "Wow, $800! Guess how many Magic cards that buys? $800 worth." So yeah, it was. I spent all of my income, not even my disposable income, all of my income went to Magic.
Wow. I spent a lot on video games. I don't know. Well, I was the same as you. When I was young and living at home, 100% of my income was
Yeah.
go to video games. And now, like, I don't know. I bought a Vive, and I spent $5,000 on my computer last year, give or take. Like, I got to be close to 10 a year on video games. Close to 10 a year, I think. Consoles and games and everything included. Do you have any? You live pretty frugally, Bryce, right? For the most part. You
Yeah,
don't
pretty
got
much.
any
I don't have hobbies.
They're just bad things that you're like, this I should be putting this away for retirement, but what if I just bought all this dumb shit now?
I have like 24 board games. Woo.
Yeah, those do get expensive.
Yeah, like $50 a pop. But
Yeah,
yeah,
shit.
it's-
Some of them are like, I don't know if you own any. You can spend like $400 on a fucking board game.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah,
What do you think the most expensive What's the most expensive board game at the cafe?
What's that big giant one?
yeah, Gloomhaven, the one that weighs 20 pounds. It's $170.
Jeez.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, it's like the most
170?
expensive one.
We should. Is it bad?
No, it's amazing. It's
Why don't we play it?
4-player D&D in a box.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw
We played
last
D&D.
time I
Yeah,
was
you
in
play
the
D&D, so pretty much, yeah.
last time I was in the cafe. I was watching some dudes play it. And it's
so cool.
giant box and a million pieces.
see, the thing is, I would want to buy it just for the minis.
Yeah.
I
And-
think real high quality minis.
I don't know. I would
Decent
assume
enough.
so.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, when I got the last confirmation to go back to the D&D talk, when I got the last confirmation in Slack that everyone is showing up today, and I'm like, guys, I'm gonna need a bigger table.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
And Brandon sent me this link for these custom-made gaming tables.
These custom-made, assembled, white glove assembled on-site gaming tables, sir.
I'm not gonna lie, I put a lot more thought into that than I probably should have. And I was like,
I've always said and still maintain that if it seems like we have a solid group going,
Yeah.
and we do it for a few months.
This is
and-
week 3. Give it
Yeah,
some time.
and it's like, okay, we've been doing it for like 6 months or whatever. It's like, hey guys, we want to get a gaming table. Listen, if we split it 8 ways, it's only however much, $300 or whatever. We're like, oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, I don't think I would be able to ask people to do that.
Well, if you
But-
you cover half the cost
Yeah,
yourself,
you,
and everyone
okay.
else does
You and
the
I will
other
go
half.
halfsies, and when we break up, we will cut the table in half.
Yeah, okay.
Or fuck that.
makes
I'll
sense.
take the padding in the legs. You can keep the surface part.
But yeah, I was looking at those tables, and oh man,
Yeah.
they were beautiful.
No, there's a lot of looking at podcast tables for a while of like,
Yeah.
$5,000 isn't that much? That's a lot of money, but like that's not an unheard of amount of money, right? Like,
No, not really.
Brandon with his magic is what we think is the most.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
'cause,
it's
like-
4 pieces of power, and then
I was gonna
the
say his power-
cube is decked out.
His power alone is
The
all
cube
of the
is-
dual lands,
the cube is
a grand pop.
Multiple tens of. It's probably $30,000 in
the
the
cube. The cube came from a lot of
least.
us though. How much of the cube did he actually have to buy?
Oh no, he revamped
no,
everything.
he changed
really?
it all.
Everything
all,
is the most expensive piece it could
version
be.
that it can be.
There's
Yeah.
like
Good. Wow.
a dozen
What's
cards
the
that
cube?
A cube is a draft set that you build yourself with the cards that you choose. So it's like 300 and some cards, maybe more, I don't know. But he picks every card that goes into it. So instead of opening packs and drafting that way, you randomize the cards in the cube and pass those out, and people draft out of those.
Yeah, instead of buying new random cards every time,
Right.
you just have a set, like, this is the card. These are the cards we want to play with, and we'll randomly deal them out, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Build decks out of that. Yeah, it's got to be Brandon with his magic.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Or
If
or
you count
Brandon,
Magic Online on top of the paper.
or Brandon with his library, or Brandon with his like Game of Thrones weapons.
Man knows
or-
how to hobby.
Yes, he hobbies harder than any of us. Yep. I think I might take second.
Oh, for
I don't
sure.
know. I feel like games. I might take second
Yeah,
with video games.
I'll give you second.
I feel both good and terrible about that.
If we keep doing D&D, and I shouldn't say if, since we're gonna keep doing D&D, I'm really looking into more like minis.
Yeah.
I don't think I have enough.
There's a lot like dice and all that. There's a lot of cool, kind of more expensive stuff I would like to get for D&D, but I need to know that we're not just going to play for 2 months like we usually do. And
Yeah.
then,
There is a lot of cool shit. Like I want a set of dice, and I've been looking at stuff. I'm looking at
Looking at my box?
here.
Oh.
Your box is like, oh fuck, that's a nice box.
nice box.
And yeah, I kind of want to find a cool mini to represent my character.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Podcast at talkingreckless.com is that email address, or drop on the subreddit r/talkingreckless. Follow our brother show on listen to them or follow them on Twitter. They are the Spanish announce table Sat Pod on Twitter. Brando and Warren, and what is Scott? He's not a garbage. He's a ferret. Stupid Scotty Ferret Face is that ferret faced Scotty Molyneux MFer also runs that show with them.
You always skip out Big Bad Boris.
He's barely there.
I know.
He's barely there, yes. Also, PW Hall of Famer Big Bad Boris is on there as well. Follow our show, the Talking Reckless podcast on Twitter if you want. We're Talk Reckless Pod. That's it. Just the thank yous, Bryce.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
pod.
Oliver,
You're welcome.
I'm looking forward to D&D. Kevin,
Matt,
get that DM screen out. Brother, we got to get ready. And listener at home, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to see you back here. It's going to be exactly 7 days from now. It'll be episode 217 of the Talking Reckless podcast. Also, Kevin is currently undisputed champion.
Woo!
Yeah.
I don't think I even mentioned it all, but there you go.
everybody
gotta
knows.
pay its dues.
Everybody
Yeah,
knows.
that's one definition of undisputed. We'll see you here next week. It'll be 217. See you then. I don't. Is anybody even? Oh yeah, there's people watching.
People watch.
People watching, but not chatting. They know. They know that we don't read the chat when we podcast.
Well, usually when we have a break, we do check out the chat.
Yeah,
a
it's
little
true.
bit.
We kind of didn't take a break. I'm gonna wrap this up. We gotta go play D&D. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you here on tomorrow. Warren and I might play PUBG, although we played yesterday, and I don't know. Fuck that. We'll see. Thursdays, Kevin does Dungeon Dinner Diving and Dangles is the one, and O&A play on
I
Mondays.
play on Monday.
Fucking A. We'll see you then, fam.
A Way Out's coming out soon. We're gonna play that.
That's the prison co-op game.
Yep.
I want to play that with someone also. Ciao for now.
You only need to buy one copy.